So one and all, here again in this churchyard of St. John's Parish Church, which is situated on the east coast, above the east coast at Hackerton's Cliff. It overlooks the east coast. Now started the video from the Tree of Life, which is in the churchyard. The grave of Trevor Delisle Davis. For those of you who don't know, Trevor Delisle Davis, Trevor's Way, known as Lover's Lane, which is down by the harbour going into the port on Fontibel side. When you're passing the fishery going down that side, is named after him. It was named after him. Trevor Delisle Davis, born the 6th of August 1931 and died the 14th of July 1973. Lost his life in a motor accident while driving his motor car at Boarded Hall, St. George, by the Four Cross Road. So this is St. John's churchyard. Only certain people are laid to rest in this cemetery now. They don't bury people in here like that anymore. They have to be buried on the other side of the road now, which is 400 meters away from the church. The grave of our Prime Minister David John Howard Thompson, who was born the 25th of December 1961 and died on the 23rd of October 2010 on my birthday. So he was born Christmas Day 1961 and born the 23rd of October, died the 23rd of October 2010 on my birthday. David Thompson was born in England to Barbadian parents, white mother and black father, both Barbadian. But he lived most of his life in Barbados. He went to school here and everything. David Thompson is our Prime Minister. He was a member of Parliament for St. John from 1987 until his death in 2010. He succeeded the Right Excellent Errol Walton Barrow, who was the first Prime Minister of Barbados, father of independence and national hero, where David Thompson succeeded him. Errol Barrow was the one who helped pave the way for Barbados, and he was the parliamentary representative for St. John in 1958 until his death in 1987. David Thompson, when he died, his wife Mara Thompson, who was a St. Lucian by birth, took over as the parliamentary representative for St. John after the 2011 by-elections on the 20th of January. So this church has some of the oldest graves in the Caribbean, overlooking Pothouse Village in St. John here. You can see the David Thompson Polyclinic over here as well. And this is the east coast here, looking over to Bath Beach. This is southeasterly Bath Beach, St. John. And you can see the former cable and wireless Earth satellite station at Bath Beach. All the beach here, Bath Beach. You can even see the old train line, the train that used to run from Bridgetown to Bellplain in St. Andrew between 1873 and 1937. Used to run across Concept Bay, which is over here. Concept Bay is a fishing village as well in St. John. And we can see all in St. Philip, but the East Point Lighthouse as well, known as the Ragged Point Lighthouse in St. Philip. And Skeets Bay on that side of St. Philip, you can see from here. And all across the Sam Lars Castle. So the train used to run across the east coast from Concept Bay, St. John, all across the Bath Beach, across the Martins Bay, and would end up over to Bathsheba, over to George River Bridge, and would end at Bellplain in St. Andrew. All the beautiful east coast of Barbados. The sundial, the binocular for distant viewing, and the sundial here. So all these Anglican churches in Barbados are very historic, most of them, and I do believe that they should be preserved and open for tourists to visit. But I know because of security purposes, a lot of them might be closed. But in my opinion, they should be open to visitors, especially during tourist season. I believe that most tourists will like these things in memory of the Ronald Vernon Taylor. This is basically the Taylor tomb here. The Haynes family tombs here, which are planter class. All them own plantations in St. John, and there were the ones responsible for building St. John Parish Church in 1836, as well as St. Margaret's Church, which is just down the hill from St. John, and St. and the Mount Tabor Moravian Church, all in this parish. The Seeley tomb here. So St. John is the parish in which most of the white Barbadian population originated from. Their ancestors came from Scotland and Ireland, and they came down to Barbados as indentured servants, and they were placed in the parish of St. John at Hackerton's Cliff and Martin's Bay. St. John Parish Church is on Hackerton's Cliff, by the way. In loving memory of Mary Howell Haynes of Newcastle Plantation, St. John. She was the last of her family members to be alive, who died the 22nd of July, 1957, at the age of 97. And in memory of the Honorable Richard Haynes of Easy Hall Plantation, eldest son of J.A. Haynes of Newcastle Plantation as well in St. John, died the 8th of May, 1937, at the age of 81. The beautiful, picturesque, beloved St. John Parish Church here to the east of the island. It is also on Hackerton's Cliff. You can see down the church view in St. John and down to St. Margaret's Village and so on. Oh. Before I go any further, I pass the grave of Ferdinando Paleologus, who was buried upright. Here lieth the body of Ferdinando Paleologus, descended from the emperor line of the last Christian emperors of Greece. Church warden of this parish from 1655 to 1656, vestryman 20 years. It said that he was buried in the organ loft, under the organ loft, upright as well, in the church. Then he was later placed up here. So this is the beautiful St. John Parish Church yard, overlooking the East Coast. The map showing you the list of tombs in the churchyard. The grave of Iris Banachie and her mother, Ivory Bradshaw, who died the 30th of August 1974, and Irish Branch Banachie died the 2nd of September 1988. Irish Branch Banachie was the founder of the Andromeda Botanical Gardens, which is in St. Joseph, also on the East Coast, just above Bathsheba. He was from British Guyana, and she married to Harry Bailey of the Harry Bailey Observatories. The Harry Bailey Observatory in Clapham was named after him. He was the founder of the Harry Bailey Observatory, and then she later married a Banachie from Scotland. When Iris Banachie died in 1988, the Andromeda Botanical Gardens was entrusted to the Barbados National Trust, which it still is today. The Skinner tomb here, these are the graves of the black planter class. Ethan Gollop, who would have been the grandfather of Ralph Thorne, who is the current leader of the opposition, and he was also the grandfather of Sir Fred Gollop as well. So this is some of the oldest graves here in the Caribbean and in Barbados in memory of Eustace C. Gill, husband of Marie Gill, born 1903 and died in 1993. Bernard Leslie Barrow, these are all black planter class here, died the 23rd of April 1962 at the age of 88. And his daughter Marie Gill, born 1908 and died in 1992. And Ambrosine Barrow, born 1880 and died in 1942. And daughter Ada C. Bridgman, born 1907, died in 1990. The grave of Charles Miller Austin of Malvern Plantation, the first black man to own a plantation in Barbados and in St. John. He bought Malvern Plantation, which is in St. John as well. He was born the 26th of May, 1857, and died the 11th of August, 1942. And his wife Martha, born 1862 and died in 1948. He was related to Errol Barrow, who was Barbados' first Prime Minister, father of independence, and national hero as well. Now for me to make my way into the church. This is a Gothic church. St. John is a Gothic church. Less Georgian and more Gothic. And they have buttresses on each side to support it. Beautiful East Coast. So this is the church gift shop. All the church. Looking down now to the east coast, northeasterly, a bit of St. John with Martins Bay and Bathsheba and all into St. Andrew. You can see even to the north, further north to Pico Tenerife. So we can see into the Scotland district of Barbados, which comprises of St. Andrew and St. Joseph. You can see all of the Bathsheba and St. Joseph. You can see all of the St. Margaret's Church, St. Margaret's Anglican Church, which is the sister parish to St. John Parish Church. Named after Margaret Ann Haynes. St. Margaret's was on the site of an old plantation. You can see all the east coast, and this is Church View and Clifton Hall in St. John below here. As I said before, St. John Parish Church sits on Hackerton's Cliff in St. John as well. So now to make my way to the church, the gift shops and the vendor stalls over here. Inside of St. John's Parish Church. Pulpit that is made of 6 different types of wood. The organ pipes upstairs. The choir stalls here with the choir sticks. And this is the organ, the choir stalls here, and you can see the beautiful stained glass windows and the reredos behind the altar. So this pulpit is made out of 6 different types of wood: mahogany, cedar, pine. the three different types of wood that I know of offhand that this pulpit is made of. As I said before, made of 6 different types of wood.
No, it's 1750s. Martin Luther wrote it. No. But it's a good song.
So in this church, it's very breezy and it has the breeze from all the wind coming off the east coast. This window was donated by the Goddard Enterprises Limited and the Goddard family on the company's 100th anniversary on the 13th of October 2021.
He was here at the church? It's 16th century. Well, it might be 1500s. Martin Luther wrote it.
In memory of Robert Stewart Fraser, who were the parents of Professor Henry Fraser. Robert Stewart Fraser was the parochial treasurer of this parish from 1944 to 1959, and his wife Lauren Mitchinson Fraser, who was the postmistress of this parish from 1941 to 1960. Professor Henry Fraser was a heart surgeon at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and a lecturer at the University of the West Indies.
She doesn't claim.
St. John's Parish Church is a very Gothic historic church. As I said before, it is the parish which most of the white Barbadian population originated from. Professor Henry Fraser, who I just mentioned, Sir Kiffin Simpson, who was the founder of Simpson Motors, which was the agents for Suzuki vehicles in Barbados. They also specialize in Mercedes-Benz, Isuzu, Chevrolet, and Mitsubishi vehicles. Also, Simpson also owns the Sol gas stations in Barbados and across the Caribbean. Simpson also, another noted white Barbadian is the Goddard from the Goddard group of companies, who is the founder of Courtesy Garage in Wildy, which is the agents for Goodyear tires in Barbados, and also Nissan vehicles and Hyundai vehicles. Also, pastor of the People's Cathedral, Pastor Holmes Williams. He was also a white Barbadian from St. John. C.O. Williams, Cole Williams, and his brother Ralph Busy Williams. Cole Williams stands for Charles Ophny Williams, or C.O. Williams. They are white Barbadians from St. John. They are also all ancestors of descendants from Scotland or England, Ireland. These pews years ago used to be rank pews, and colored people couldn't sit in these seats back in the day either. They had to pay to sit in these seats. They've come a long way. So thank you guys for watching now. Do have a blessed evening.
have it in every home I would use. So these are just duplicated copies.
So each window in this church was donated by somebody. So I will close off this video for now. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed evening. Love you guys.
Yeah, just